contacted. Clear for departure.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Programming limpet drone.
Fighter startup activated. I've got the mothership, Commander. Heli presence online, awaiting your orders.
Scan detected.
Roger that. Ready when you are, Commander.
Target shield is offline. Target cargo dropped.
Enemy destroyed, Commander.
Cargo scoop deployed. Scan detected.
That's gotta hurt. Target down.
Flight assist on. Limpet drone error. Deploy cargo hatch. Cargo scoop retracted. Target shields offline. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Scan detected. Flight assist off. Frameshift charge detected.
They're trying to escape, Commander. That's gotta hurt. Target down.
Cargo scoop deployed. Scan detected. Collector limpet expired. Cargo scoop retracted. Flight assist off.
That's one for me, Commander.
Scan detected. Scan detected.
Enemy destroyed, Commander.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
That's one for me, Commander. Things were a little hairy for a second there. No more hostiles detected.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Frameshift charge detected.
Roger that. Holding fire. Awaiting further instructions.
Scan detected. Under attack. Flight assist off.
Copy. Monitoring scanners, Commander. Ready to engage.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist
Enemy destroyed, Commander. No more contact. Deactivating hardpoints.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Scan detected. Flight assist off. Scan detected. Flight assist on. Under attack. Target shields offline. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
That's one for me, Commander.
Flight assist
Strike one bad guy.
Scan detected. Target shields offline. Flight assist off. Flight assist off. Under attack. Target shields online.
That's gotta hurt. Target down.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Target shields offline. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Target shields offline.
Strike one bad guy. That's the last of them, Commander.
Target shields offline. Under attack. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Target
Enemy
shields
destroyed, Commander. That's gotta hurt. Target down.
Target shields offline.
Enemy destroyed, Commander. That's the last of them, Commander.
Scan detected. Under attack. Target shields offline. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Strike one bad guy. Enemy wiped out. Awaiting further orders. That's one for me, Commander. No more contact. Deactivating hardpoint.
Diagnostic repair sequence initiated. Scan detected. Power plant capacity exceeded. Repair sequence successful. Shields online. Thrusters online. Target shields offline. Warning. Temperature critical. Under attack.
Enemy destroyed, Commander. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Scan detected. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Scan detected. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Scan detected. Flight assist on. Under attack. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Target shields offline. Flight assist off. Scan detected. Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Scan detected. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Scan detected. Target shields online. Flight assist off. The ship's taking a beating. Not sure how much more of this I'll be able to handle. We've lost the fighter,
Target
Commander.
shields offline. Fighter assembly initiated. Flight assist off. Scan detected. Flight assist on.
startup activated. I've got the mothership, Commander. Fighter is clear of the mothership.
Fighter assembly complete. Flight assist off. Flight assist off. Target shields offline.
That's gotta hurt. Target down.
Flight assist on. Under attack. Target shields offline. Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Enemy destroyed, Commander. Things were a little hairy for a second there. No more hostiles detected.
Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo scoop retracted. Scan detected. Scan detected. Under attack. Target shields offline. Flight assist off. Flight assist.
Strike one, bad guy.
Scan detected. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Scan detected. Scan detected. Under attack. Target shields offline.
I'm taking damage, Commander. Performing evasive maneuvers. That's one for me, Commander.
Temperature critical. Scan detected. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Taking heat damage. Scan detected. Under attack. Target shields offline. Flight assist off.
That's gotta hurt. Target down.
Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo scoop retracted. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Target shields offline.
That's one for me, Commander.
Scan detected. Programming limpet drone. Cargo scoop deployed. Scan detected.
Adopting defensive mode, Commander. On my way, Commander. Fighter retrieval commencing. Retrieval process complete, Commander.
Cargo scoop retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Landing gear deployed.
Landing complete. Systems offline.
Anti-slavery organizations unite. Princess Aisling Duval's anti-slavery campaign has merged with independent charity Universal Liberty. The rebranded organization is named Unchain. The former head of Universal Liberty, Yael Toredo, made an announcement to the media. There's no shortage of poverty and suffering within the empire, however much some may try to hide it. Few have the courage to face the truth, but Princess Duval has been an inspiration. So I'm very pleased that we're joining forces with her campaign to end slavery. I was born into slavery. My parents were still slaves when they died. It is for them, and for all human beings treated as less than human, that we demand legal slavery be abolished. I'm proud to be part of Unchain, which will spread our message across the empire. When asked about rumors linking him romantically with Aisling Duval, Toredo said only, "I suspect Her Highness's attention is focused elsewhere." Starport Status Update. This report presents the latest data on starports experiencing technical issues as a result of Thargoid sensor-related interference. The following starports are currently closed: Alden Prospect, Alpha Centauri; Forbes Terminal, Algarab; Mehub, Khaleesi; Thornycroft Settlement, Khaleesi; Schwanport, Hadjangai. Meanwhile, the following starport. Week in Review. Here are this week's major stories. A descendant of Amarohem, one of the UNRWA's senior members, has been murdered by terrorist group the League of Reparation. The murder recreated the circumstances of Commander John Jameson's death, and has been interpreted as an act of poetic justice by the League of Reparation. Senior agent Tanya Ramirez said that the League was using theatrical tactics to ensure its message reached the media. In other news, Princess Aisling Duval met with not one but two of her suitors over the weekend, Federal Ambassador Jordan Rochester and Senator Caspian Leopold. The former was invited to a function at the Princess's Palace on Emerald, while the latter made an unofficial visit the following day. Meanwhile, the Lathe Radio Network has announced plans to broadcast its annual conference from the Dassault system. To ensure they can share the event with the entire galaxy, the network has placed an open order for various commodities. But the Lathe Jet family has responded with a rival campaign designed to undermine the Lathe Radio initiative, inviting pilots to deliver commodities to help in the construction of a signal jammer. Two initiatives to restore starports damaged by the Thargoids have reached successful conclusions. Hundreds of pilots supported the campaigns by delivering construction materials to Dantec Enterprise in the Sotcho system, and to the Oracle in the Pleiades. Finally, a valuable work of art has been stolen by a mysterious and highly skilled criminal. A spray-painted graphic of what looked like a winking cat was discovered at the scene of the crime, which took place in the Garden City Gallery on Turnus World in the Alioth system. Garden City security forces are investigating, but as yet have no leads. And those are the main stories this week. Week in Review. Here are this week's major stories. A descendant of Amarohem, one of the UNRWA's senior members, has been murdered by terrorist group the League of Reparation. Theft baffles security experts. A valuable work of art has been stolen by a mysterious and highly skilled criminal. The theft took place in the Garden City Gallery on Turnus World in the Alioth system. Sergeant Femi Abram of the Municipal Police discussed the incident. Our security specialists are currently at a loss to explain how this occurred. The piece in question was inside a titanium vault surrounded by plasma grids, proximity alarms and thermal sensors. This morning we found the vault door open and all security systems disabled. On the wall was a spray-painted graphic of what looked like a winking cat. The piece in question is a digital painting titled, Uscape. This unusual cyber artwork includes micro cameras linked to an AI node that monitor the viewer's reactions. Over time, the image alters in response to the owner's tastes. The artwork was scheduled to be auctioned the following day. The artist, Barclay Exor, told the media, "Some low-life scum has robbed the artistic community of a groundbreaking achievement, and cost me millions of credits, too. To leave common graffiti in its place is the ultimate insult." Garden City security forces are continuing to investigate, but as yet have no leads. Theft baffles security experts. A valuable work of art has been stolen by a mysterious Starport Repair Initiative concludes. The campaign by Aegis Corps to fund the refurbishment of starports in the core systems has now ended. A large quantity of construction materials were delivered to Dantec Enterprise. Carter Armstrong, chief administrator for the project, announced his thanks. "The galactic community has really pulled through for us. These materials will be put to good use in repairing the damage caused by Thargoid attacks. We'll soon have these starports restored and offering the high-quality services you'd expect." Pilots who made deliveries for this initiative can now collect their awards from Dantec Enterprise, in the Search Show system. Starport Repair Initiative conclude. Success for Pleiades Restoration Project. There has been a positive response to the campaign to fund repairs for starports in the Pleiades Nebula. Huge quantities of construction materials were received, which will be used to restore many of the stations damaged by the Thargoids. Senior engineer Lilith Galloway made a statement on behalf of Aegis Research. "We didn't expect so many of you to help. But that's the spirit here in the Pleiades. We come back stronger. Our thanks to everyone who supplied us with what we need." Pilots who contributed to this project can now collect their awards from the Oracle, in the Pleiades Sector, IRW, D155 system. Success for Pleiades Restoration Project. There has been a positive response to the campaign to fund repairs for starports. Conflict in Lathe. The Lathe Radio Network, an independent organization based in the Lathe system, has announced plans to broadcast its annual conference, which this year will take place in the DESO system from the 24th to the 25th of June. To ensure they can share the event with the entire galaxy, the Lathe Radio Network has placed an open order for various commodities, and has promised to reward pilots who deliver these commodities to Lathe Station in the Lathe system. But not everyone is enthusiastic about the event. The Lathe Jet family has responded with a rival campaign expressly designed to undermine the Lathe Radio Initiative, and has invited pilots to deliver commodities to help construct a signal jammer. The two organizations have set out week-long operations to achieve their aims, which will begin on the 7th of June 3304. Conflict in Lathe. The Lathe Radio Network, an independent organization based in the Lathe system, has announced plans to broadcast its annual conference, which this year will take place in the DESO system from the 24th to the 25th of June. To ensure they can share the event with the entire galaxy, the Lathe Radio Network has placed an open order for various commodities, and has promised to reward pilots who deliver these commodities to Lathe Station in the Lathe system. But not everyone is enthusiastic about the event. The Lathe Jet family has responded with a rival campaign expressly designed to undermine the Lathe Radio Initiative, and has invited pilots to deliver commodities to help construct a signal jammer. The two organizations have set out week-long operations to achieve their aims, which will begin on the 7th of June 3304. Inra descendant murdered. A descendant of Amaro Hem, one of the INRA's senior members, has been murdered by terrorist group the League of Reparation. His body was found in the wreckage of a crashed ship. Senior Agent Tanya Ramirez, part of the Tri-Superpower Task Force investigating the League, provided a full explanation at a press conference. "We have identified the deceased as Luca Hem, an unemployed construction worker living at Hartman City in the Eternitas system. He was reported missing by his family 2 weeks ago. We can confirm that he was the great-grandson of Amaro Hem, who was a program coordinator with the INRA. Luca Hem's body was found strapped into an ancient Cobra Mark III, the same model flown by Commander Jameson. Forensics indicate he was still alive when the ship struck an asteroid in the Eternitas A belt. The Cobra's derelict condition suggests it wasn't traveling under its own power, and was most likely salvaged from a scrapyard specifically for this purpose. According to logs discovered at the Taylor Keep INRA facility, Amaro Hem was responsible for ensuring that Jameson did not return from his mission against the Thargoids. This staged murder, recreating the circumstances of Jameson's death, is obviously intended as an act of poetic justice by the League of Reparation. Luca Hem's wife and children have been taken to secure locations for their own protection, as have 9 individuals from other families related to Amaro Hem. Agent Ramirez concluded, "It's clear that the League is using theatrical tactics to ensure its message reaches the media. Our task force is working hard to discover more about this organization, and to bring these terrorists to justice." Aisling Duval hosts federal ambassador. Last weekend, Princess Aisling Duval hosted a diplomatic function, at which Federal Ambassador Jordan Rochester was the guest of honor. Although security at the event was tight, entertainment journalist Solomon Helios managed to obtain an exclusive insight for his program. If you're wondering what happened to your invitation to the princess's soiree, it probably ended up in the same black hole as mine. But I can still bring you a little peek from behind closed doors. It's not unusual for the imperial family to hold parties for visiting ambassadors. What is unusual is that on this occasion, Aisling invited all of Jordan Rochester's staff, including the captain and crew of his ship. Since the FNS Pioneer's commanding officer is none other than Vice Admiral Juno Rochester, one of Jordan's sisters, perhaps this was seen as an opportunity to meet a future in-law? My contacts tell me that despite the variety of uniforms, hairstyles and accents, the night was full of enjoyment. Aisling and Jordan danced together before the ambassador formally thanked the princess on behalf of the Federation. But that's not all. The next day, who should arrive at Emerald but Senator Caspian Leopold, who you'll remember is also rumored to have romantic intentions toward the People's Princess. Supposedly he's there on official business, although I understand there's nothing scheduled in his calendar. Or perhaps his invitation arrived late, like mine. So is the princess courting, or merely holding court? As always, Aisling keeps us guessing. Starport Status Update. This report presents the latest data on starports experiencing technical issues as a result of Thargoid sensor-related interference. The following starports are
Landing gear retracted.
Ship detach complete. Clear for egress. All clear. Stay safe, Commander.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
All clear. Stay safe, Commander.
Frameshift drive charging.
Roger that. I'll take care of the mothership, Commander.
Flight assist.
All clear, Commander. Put me in the thick of it.
Flight assist on. Target shields online. Target shields offline. Under attack.
Strike one, bad guy.